Hello YouTube, how the hell are you? It's your boy Iconic Bilo bringing you a Call of Duty gameplay today here on Scrapyard with the MR28. Although this gameplay is quite crazy, where I get a massive amount of kills with the MR28, this is not about the gameplay. This is about the MLG bans and things that I feel that they could add or fix to fix the metagame that has currently changed. Many bans are very understandable, but a shift has to happen soon. It's changed a lot since regionals. Many people have started using only one gun, and it's been basically because of the ban of Stalker. The ban of Stalker has blocked a lot with ARs, has blocked a lot from the people using ARs, and has really changed the game drastically. I feel that MLG needs to make a more diverse competition, not necessarily just use one gun, get really good at it, and dominate with it. You should be able to use every single gun in the game if you feel that is your best situational gun. Okay, first I'm going to start out with the unbans. These are the things I feel should be unbanned in order to rebalance the game in either one way or many ways. First thing, Stalker. Stalker makes the ARs more competitive with the SMGs at close range and makes everything more balanced. I feel if they ban muzzle brake, this may make it a little bit more balanced instead of adding Stalker back in, but there's a few other things they could do. They could bring Stalker back and not ban muzzle brake on SMGs, although SMGs with muzzle brake really kind of unbalances things because it makes the SMGs more like an AR. Marksman rifles. The Marksman rifles are more like sniper rifles, but with the semi-automatic fire rate, they're great at long range. They're great at long, medium range. And they would be great on maps like Sovereign with Stalker, and you could run around killing people with them. They've never banned the FAL. They've never banned the SMR in Black Ops 2. They never banned the Mark 14 in competitive in Modern Warfare 3. There's not a single game that I found that they have banned a single fire weapon other than the Marksman rifles. I feel like if they unban these, they'll be used. Look at Clayster from Optic, who used to use the FAL exclusively in Black Ops 2. Now he doesn't really have a gun to use. Same thing with JCap on FaZe. These guys used to use semi-automatic rifles as an assault rifle and dominated the game with them. They were the number 1 and 2 scorers on teams because of those guns, and now they've taken them away and there's not as much competition with them. And maybe experiment with more the thermobaric grenades and the canister bomb. These would make it so that way not everybody's using frags, not everybody's using Semtex, not everybody's using smokes, and can really diversify what kind of role you want to use. If you want to use thermobaric grenades, then you damage everybody a little bit and be like, okay, there's one person here, and you don't have to use a concussion grenade to do that. It adds a little bit of damage, but it can also change the way people play. Rapid fire. Once again, this makes an SMG an SMG. If you run a CBJMS with rapid fire, you're going to be barely touched in close quarters, but you're not going to be able to do a damn thing halfway across the map. And it makes it so that way you have less range. This makes the close range weapons close range and more controllable at a range where everybody's using the MTAR at every range. It shouldn't be like that. It should be, you should use a Remington for your people who need to control the long range engagements, and an MTAR for the medium range engagements, and then a shotgun or an closer range SMG for the close range. Burst fire modes. I feel like if they add the burst fire modes to guns like the Honey Badger or the FAD, these guns could be more useful, like the FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2, the M16 from COD 4, the M16 from Black Ops 1, were all used in competitive. If they add even the burst fire or the single fire so that way you don't have to re-add the marksman rifles, this would make the game more competitive. You would see a hell of a lot more guns used. You would see possibly the ARX, the Honey Badger, and other guns used, and it may balance the meta a hell of a lot more. Okay, these are the things I would like to add maps I would like to see added, game types I would like to see added, and maybe things that would make the game more visually appealing to the masses. Okay, first off, Flooded Blitz. First off, Flooded is a great map. It would bring in a breath of fresh air to the community, although it may get boring because it's only Blitz, but Domination is very unbalanced. Search and Destroy, I haven't played too much, so I can't really tell you if it would be too balanced or not, but Blitz is a lot of fun, and both sides are really, really competitive. The spawns are set far apart, so that way there's not as easy spawn trapping, and it would work. Ignition, Dom, Search, and Blitz. Scrapyard or Ignition has been used in Modern Warfare 2 competitive and has always been a great map. It could be easily put back into the rotation. Everybody knows the callouts. Everybody knows where everything is. And it would be great for the LMGs, the snipers, the Marksman rifles, the long-range ARs, and it would create a more control war instead of more or less a war of let's see who can score the most points really quick. It would be so entertaining for Blitz. It would be so entertaining for Search because everybody's seen it, but not the way it is now. Okay, Containment Blitz. Very long-range map, but it is so fun for Blitz. I'd love to play 8s on this map to see how it would actually work, but I feel it would be great. There's a lot of long-range of sight. There's a lot of higher level buildings. It's a lot like Flooded, but you don't have water to run through, so its sound whoring is not going to be as bad, but you also have that huge bridge in the middle of the map where everybody's going to be laying across it. It would be a very, very niche map, but it would be a lot of fun. Dome, in the new DLC that's coming out. I haven't played it yet, but the remake is coming out. It could be used in Blitz because Capture the Flag and Search were both used in Modern Warfare 3. I feel both of them can be used again. And I feel that this could be used for some of the most competitive gameplay anybody has ever seen and anybody has ever played. Blitz would be amazing on this map. I truthfully could see the CBJMS being used on this map. The Bulldog. And just running around and having fun. This is a game for fun and a game for competition. This would bring the fun back into it for so many people. It's a great niche map, and it would create a lot of close-range engagements. Other DLC maps I feel could really, really be used and really added as well, like the cargo ship that crashed into the bridge. That's wet work. Most people haven't seen this yet, but that's wet work from COD 4. COD 4's maps were great. They were so balanced, they worked out so well, just like Modern Warfare 2's maps. If they brought a lot of those back, it would work. It would work great. Okay, the last thing I feel like they should add is the game type grind. It's another possible play on Capture the Flag and Kill Confirmed. You run around, you get a kill, you pick up a tag, and you push your streak up, and the more points you get, you bring it back to your spot, and then you score. But if you die on that streak and you have 10 tags, that could have pushed you closer to the win. That's a big fucking risk you take. But you kill them off their streak, they lose their risk. I plan on playing 8s with this game type and getting a couple people out there and see if they would actually like this game type in competitive and see how people would actually like it. And if you guys would like to see that, make sure to leave a like down in the description or like down in the comments and tell me if you would want to see it and what maps you would want to see it on. Okay, the bans. There's only one because I feel like it's unbalanced for one specific gun type. The SMGs with muzzle brake. Now, this would get anybody a lot of flack, but the muzzle brake MTAR can smack anybody across the map. Now, I'm not saying the MTAR is a bad gun or it's overpowered, but I feel like it should be dimmed back a little bit. If they take out the muzzle brake in competitive and leave Stalker out, that may bring a niche back in for the ARs. But as of right now with muzzle brake, it's making it so that way the AR shouldn't be used. because of how good the SMG is. The MTAR is so good. Now, it doesn't need to be patched. It doesn't need to be nerfed. It doesn't need that. It needs to be fixed to the point where it can be used, but it's not outclassing everything else. Okay, so I really hope all of these ideas are a great change for the metagame. And I've got a lot of these ideas from Gandhi's video about how he hates to see a drop in diversity. I'm pretty sure we all hate to see a drop in diversity, and it really changes how everybody enjoys watching the game. I guarantee COD Champs will explode in viewership, but if it wasn't COD Champs that was coming up and say it was Anaheim, I don't think there would be as many viewers. Seeing 4 SMGs on Sovereign, or seeing 4 SMGs on the same map you've seen a couple times now, isn't that great for viewership. If they change it up a little bit, they change up what they're showing, and change up what they're doing, there's more maps that can be used. Maybe make 2 teams be on 1 team, and see how they work together, and boost it up to 8 people per team, or 6 people per team. That may be cool. On, say, the bigger maps like Prison Break, or the snowy map, Whiteout I think it's called. Now, I know many people complain about saying that competitive players should buy DLC. How can they not buy DLC? They spend money on Astros, they spend money on monitors, they spend money on scuff controllers, or modded controllers, or controllers with things that give them advantages. How can they not spend $60 or $15 on a DLC that's going to be used to make them more money? These maps are in the game as well, and it will add more guns into it. The Maverick would be great if you could use it in competitive. It's just like the ACR from Modern Warfare 3, and would be so cool to see. And the Maverick A2, the sniper rifle, would be awesome to see. And it would be similar to the Barrett 50 cal. Okay, as always, please, if you see the game going good, give it a like. Oh yeah, that 60 bomb. Yeah, don't see that every day with a Marksman rifle. Bilo out.